welcome collective to this twin flame reading energy check-in tonight for the twin flames. I am Moonfull Guidance, and I'm here to give you the messages that the universe has for you all going through this journey, this very difficult journey. So let's see what the universe wants to say to us today. I'm just burning a little bit of Palo Santo to get us started. I've already pre-shuffled the decks, and I'm gonna kick it off with beautiful sound from the sound bowl to call in spirit. All right, twin flames, here we go. We're gonna look at some cards today and see what spirit has to say. We're gonna start off today with the Gilded Tarot. Actually, do I want to start with the Gilded Tarot? You know what? I'm gonna start with an oracle first. We're gonna get the overall energy of the situation. See what kind of phase the twins are in right now, what stage they're at on the journey, any kind of messages we can get. I'm going to call in my spirit team right now. Angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, higher beings, ascended masters, archangels, you are welcome to this reading tonight for the Twin Flame Collective. Please give us the best messages for the twins to guide them on their journey. All right, Spirit, give me some cards and show me a little bit of what is going on with the twins right now today. Okay. So we have Eva here. This is the Oracle of Mystical Madness. We also have the Tower. Looks like the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Keys on trees. So we're going to go ahead and look at both of these messages tonight and see overall what the feel of this reading is going to be. Right away, I see the Tower in this oracle, even though it's not the Tower, it looks like it. And I see a caged elephant here at the top with the key. So it seems like they're trying to get out of the cage that they're in. Picking that up right away. And then we have Eva here, beautiful. Love the red colors appearing now. Notice the snake around her neck. So again, something that the collective could be dealing with again. So let's go ahead and read this one because I like to read the meanings of the oracles. I just need a stand here. Okay, 16. So Eva, duplicity, deception, caution. Out of the jungle steps a woman, half of her body covered with exotic plants and flowers. A snake wriggles around her neck. The woman presents herself like a sweet fruit to be picked. She offers excitement and novelty, but be careful. Her kiss could be as toxic as the bite of a snake. Like a deceitful friend or lover, her unreadable countenance masks her true intentions. So I've really been feeling this for the collective lately. I feel like this is very much the energy that the divine masculine, again, roles could be reversed depending on which collective you're in, but I do think that a lot of masculines are still in devil energy. They have either approached the feminine already or will be shortly, wanting reconciliation. However, they are still repeating similar patterns and is stuck in toxic patterns. So I believe that that's what Spirit is picking up right now. I do also want to go ahead and read the overall energy as well, which is keys on trees. So again, I'm getting a very caged in energy here, a stuck energy, but let's go ahead and see what this one says. Believe in yourself, solutions, creativity. On the top of a winding, shiny metal tower, there's an elephant captured in a cage. A vast jungle of giant trees and plants surround him, but the elephant is not distressed. There are keys hanging from the trees. If he picks one, he can open the cage and release himself into the wild. No situation is too complicated to be solved. Look in unexpected places for answers. You have the creativity to find the way out. So again, this resonates very much so with, I believe, the collective. This is very much the feminine right now. She finding it, feeling very overwhelmed. She's exhausted. She's having trouble moving forward, even though she is committed and deciding to move forward. She's having trouble finding the ways, she's having trouble seeing the way through right now. But it really does lie within her creativity. So pursuing her creativity and her passions will unlock the cage that she finds herself. Now, there is this tempting energy as well that is present. There is a temptation here. Now, it could be her masculine. It could be just other temptations taking her away from her path. This could be that she's feeling so overwhelmed and exhausted that she will fall to temptation. So something to be aware of here. I think that both these cards resonate for both the masculine and the feminine. They're both going through this period of darkness, trying to figure out the way out. The difference is the masculine is in more of a state of despair, where the feminine is committed and at peace and has made peace with the past, is okay with moving forward, but she just finds herself very exhausted at this time. But again, with this energy here that we see coming in, there's temptation. Again, this could be maybe signs of a third party, or the masculine falling to temptation once again. So this is the energy that we're getting, overall energy. So we're going to look deeper into this now. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages so far. Now we're going to pull out the Gilded Tarot and see what kind of messages we get for tonight. All right, I'm just going to give it a few more shuffles. I've already pre-shuffled, like I said, but I'm going to shuffle them a few more times and see what Spirit has to say here. See what kind of story. See, I can't have this. See what kind of messages we have here. Tell me a story about the twins and where they're at right now. I kind of have an idea, but I'd like you to tell me some more. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords in reversed. What else, Spirit? What else? Tell me a story about the twins, where we're at. We have the Nine of Cups in reversed. We have the Knight of Wands in reversed. Then we have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Tower in reversed. So, what else, Spirit? Tell me more. Tell me more. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Someone is trying to get out of heartache. Someone's been in distress and heartache for far too long. I think this is very much both twins wanting to get out of this. Again, this can be toxic behaviors, negative patterns, toxic people in their life, past heartbreaks. There really is this energy of, we were in this energy for a very long time. And a lot of the feminines have pulled themselves out of this energy now, and they are focused on their happiness. Again, when we see the Nine of Cups in reversed, Nine of Cups is a card all about wish fulfillment. And, if you look at, the Ten of Cups is full fulfillment. So Nine of Cups would be, there's missing that one cup, and the feminine here really was hoping that the divine masculine was going to come in at some point and offer them that final cup to make the 10 of Cups and their wish fulfillment. But unfortunately, that has not happened. Hence why we're seeing this card in reverse. So I think there's a disappointment here on both of the twins' side where they are not feeling fulfilled. You know, the Knight of Wands, the Knight is very much the player of the deck. It's that player energy. He's, you know, very attractive, very charismatic, very sexy. But he is in and out. He's wishy-washy. He's not consistent. And, you know, this is the energy that the Divine Masculine has been in for a very long time, which the Feminine has just had enough with, is not entertaining this kind of energy again. And recently he may have rode in with, once again, and showed her that he was still in this energy. So that is no longer, you know, the Feminine is no longer interested in this. She is out to get her own happiness with the 10 of Cups here. So this is good. We've got the 10 of Cups here. There is happiness coming. It is, you know, because the Feminine is choosing to walk away from this. I really do feel like there is an energy of an ending here with a certain partner because it's not bringing in the happiness that and the wish fulfillment. So again, the Tower in reverse, to me, the Tower represents an ending, a sudden change. And I think that the Tower in reverse in this case is showing that there is a lack of movement and change, you know, and the masculine is refusing to make the necessary changes that he needs to. The Tower is not always a bad card. A lot of people view it as a bad card, but it's actually a pretty good card because it's the universe finally coming in and saying, okay, you're not going to change what you're doing, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change it for you. So sometimes it often always leads to a new beginning, or, you know, some great change that needed to happen. Unfortunately, the Tower is usually very uncomfortable because, let's face it, we don't like to make those kind of changes, and when we're whipped in those, you know, or whisked into those changes, like, I don't know, like you find out that all of a sudden you have to move because your landlord is selling the place and you've got 2 months to move. And you didn't expect that. That could be considered, say, a Tower, but, you know, 6 months later, you could find yourself way happier. You're saving money. You're just in a better spot. So the Tower, you know, people fear it and they don't like it, but it is necessary. It can, you know, be a very good energy. So in this case, it's in reverse. So somebody is delaying change. They don't want to move forward with a change. So again, I think this is the masculine energy, but I think that this is also the feminine, you know, the way she views the masculine is very much like he's not moving forward, he's not making the changes that he needs to, and she's elevated to a place where she's not going to accept anything less. So can you go ahead, Spirit, and give me some more cards on this story? Please tell me a bit more about what's going on here. Okay, so see, again, we have the Star in reverse. So the Star is very much a card about healing, illumination, enlightenment, fulfillment. Again, look at the cups. You know, she's filling up her cups of water. This is a card about self-love, self-nourishment, deciding to take the journey and put yourself first. So again, if we see it in reverse, this is because the masculine is refusing to do the necessary healing. He's refusing to do the Tower and make the changes. Now, whether that change is leaving a relationship, leaving toxic people in his life, leaving a home maybe, or somewhere that he has outgrown, to pursue new. And this masculine that I'm picking up on is very stuck in old energy, and is refusing to change. So which has caused, you know, a lot of unhappiness within this connection. You know, but the feminine has had enough with this energy, and she's moving forward. And I like that the 10 of Cups is still here, because happiness, you know, she's going to get it regardless of what happens with the masculine. So again, see, 4 of Cups. Yeah, so the 4 of Cups is very much a missed opportunity. So there, you know, there's a missed opportunity here. And if you look at this card, you know, there's some spilled cups on the ground, you know, that he doesn't really like these options. He didn't like these options. But see, the universe is handing him the golden cup, and he doesn't seem to care. he doesn't really understand, like, he's not understanding that his key to happiness and wish fulfillment is right there. But he's looking elsewhere, and he's brewing about what he's missed or all the cups that were lost. But he's not seeing the golden opportunity to heal, which is present right now at this time. So again, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit, about the twins, about where they're at on the journey. Tell me about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay. Queen of Wands in reversed. So and then we have the Eight of Cups. So again, the masculine really doesn't want the feminine to walk away. He really doesn't want the change. This Tower in reverse could also be the ending of the cycle. The feminine has already decided to walk away, and he really is holding on. He does not want her to move on without him. He does not want her to walk away. She's very much appearing in this Queen of Wands in reversed energy. The Queen of Wands is very, she's the sassy queen. She's very sexy. She's very intelligent. I think, you know, the feminine has been showing up lately a lot as the Queen of Wands. In the last few weeks or so, I've seen her appear like this. She's feeling herself. She's feeling sexy. She's knowing her worth. She's very smart. She's a very good communicator. I think the reason she's showing up in reverse is because she's actually fed up with the divine masculine. So, you know, she could be maybe have said some harsh things to him. Maybe she's lashing out in the way that she's just not responding to his messages. She's just decided to kind of cut herself off. And this is the way he's viewing her now. Still very attracted to her, but it feels like she's not approachable right now. She could be, you know, she could maybe be very sassy with him if he tried to come in at this point, because he knows that she's annoyed with him. So again, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about where this is headed in the next few weeks or so. Okay, I want it to come out. See, everything's reversed. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands with the Four of Swords. So you see, this is the divine masculine. He's very much in this, you know, he's very much taking rest right now. The Four of Swords is a card of, of resting. You know, he's probably, as we speak, feeling very exhausted as well through this whole journey. Is just trying to get some rest. If he hasn't communicated at all, it's probably because he's just having trouble finding the energy. But in this period of Four of Swords, in this extreme rest period, this is when you get a lot of your downloads. This would be maybe considered at a time that you go through your shadow work. It's not necessarily the hermit. You're not completely isolated, but you're very much in need of rest and some alone time. It's very much a card of spending some time by yourself, focusing on your own needs. Now, when I see the Seven of Wands in reverse, I think, the Seven of Wands is a card of, conflict and kind of mind games. And, I think that seeing it in reverse, he knows that this is what has caused the downfall of this relationship, was this, was the mind games and the inconsistencies and him being unsure and bringing in third parties and, kind of doing all kinds of things to block the beautiful energy that this Queen of Wands, has to offer here. He was blocking it, probably, out of a fear of how intense this connection was. And now he's reflecting on what he's done, and he does want to change. He wants to change what's happened. So, Page of Wands, we see here, the Page of Wands is very much the voyeur of the deck. So he's likely spying on you, on your social media. It's kind of the stalker card. But again, the Page is a terrible communicator. The Page of Wands is not a good communicator. So he's likely not going to be reaching out. He's only going to be observing from a distance. So, and again, we see the Page of Cups in reverse. So this, this masculine is, I don't see any kings on the board. I don't see the Emperor. You know, this masculine is definitely not showing up as a confident masculine at this time. He knows that he's very much disappointed the feminine, you know, with all of this heartbreak and that he caused in the past, that she's now getting over, that took a very long time for her. And he understands that now. He knows that he caused that pain. And the reason that he's so unhappy, like, he broke his own heart in this situation. You know, all the mind games that he was playing and the fuck shit, you know, has left him unhappy. And, you know, it's left her unhappy as well. The difference is the feminine is set on getting her 10 of Cups regardless. She will, you know, being the Queen of Wands, you know, at least the feminine is showing up in Queen energy here. Now, she is in reversed, and again, I think that's because she is very much fed up with the masculine at this time. She's needing a break, and if he does approach her, I think she will probably have some harsh words. You know, definitely maybe not be the nicest at this point, considering what's happened. Because, you know, let's say with the portal that happened in August, you know, right now is an opportunity for union with the twins. And I think that this feminine is very much frustrated at, you know, this Knight of Wands energy. Now he's appearing at the Knight of Wands, but what I'm getting with this masculine is that he's very much a page in real life. But his whole persona has been the Knight of Wands. You know, like he's very, you know, he's this sexy bad boy that, you know, is wanted by all the women, and, you know, he has all these options, and he's such a rock star, or, you know, maybe he's a, you know, whatever his persona has been for so long. You know, this has kept him in control. This has kept him preventing from getting heartbroken. You know, this has kept him in his ego. So this is what the feminine is fed up with. And, you know, he's been delaying, and now he's really trying to delay the feminine from walking away, which she already has done. So he did not take the opportunity to heal with her, which has left her frustrated. He's now in a deep healing mode right now, deep reflection mode. Now, I'm also getting with this card, again, look at all the armor. He's still armored up. He's refusing to open up to the connection. But he knows that his behavior and his, you know, mind games and his fuck shit is what has caused the end of this union, you know, the end of this relationship for now. But he's watching very, very closely. All right, Spirit. So we're going to go a little deeper right now, and we're going to pull into just get some clarifiers out here and see. Spirit, clarify a little bit for me the Divine Masculine and where he's at here, the Divine Masculine. So see again, Two of Cups. We see the Two of Cups. This is very much very strong connection. The Two of Cups is a twin flame card. It is the love card. It's the, you know, the deepest connection you can have. So it's coming out right away, which, you know, doesn't surprise me. But again, I asked how the Divine Masculine, he's thinking about union. He's thinking about his feminine, but he's in Temperance in reverse. Temperance upright is balance, right? It's temperance. It's, you know, you're balancing your, you know, your personal life, your work life. You're balancing your, you know, your bills are paid, your house is clean, you don't drink too much, you're balancing all of your responsibilities. When it's in reverse, you know, and again, I view the Temperance card as it's very much the drinking card, especially when I see it in reverse. So, you know, he could have a drinking problem. He could be drinking heavily at this time. If it's not drinking, it could be substances. It could be any kind of addiction that he is using as an escape mode, because he's got you on his mind constantly. This is constantly on his mind, but he has no idea how to get out of it now, because he knows he's completely fucked up the whole thing. And now you're in Queen of Wands in reverse. Also, the Queen of Wands is the sexiest of the queens. So he knows that you are now on the market, you know, that somebody's likely going to come in and sweep you up shortly, and this is driving him absolutely insane. So what else do we have, Spirit? What else to clarify this, Spirit? Okay, that's a lot. Let's see what we have. It is a lot. Let's see what, okay, so see again, justice in reverse, the same energy. There is no justice here. Imbalance, look at the scales, it's imbalanced. And this is why there was no union at this time. Because he likely, the masculine rode in, if he hasn't in the past, he's going to be shortly riding in as the Knight of Wands again, in the same energy, wanting to just get the feminine to go into the same cycle again with him. The feminine has leveled up. She's either already walked away from that, or she will be. And again, they both feel like it's not just. The masculine feels like it's not just because in his mind he thinks that the feminine should just put up with whatever he does because it's his divine counterpart. And he feels like it's not just. The feminine doesn't feel it's just because he did not come in properly yet. He still has not come in properly for her. So again, I love to see all of the mirroring and the cards. Again, these are all about balance, these cards. Yes, the Two of Cups came up upright. So this is a strong love twin flame connection. There's no doubt about that. It is a spiritual connection. However, there is no balance right now. It is in this union. So that is what's going on. What do we see? Again, why? Because of the Knight of Wands. Because of this energy that the divine masculine refuses. It's his ego. He refuses to drop the ego and his persona and show his true colors and share his true self. And so what do we get? The Six of Wands in reversed. There's no victory here. The Six of Wands is about victory. Look at her. She's got, she's the winner. She's got the wreath. She's the one. There's no victory here because of this Knight of Wands. There's a Tower. It's over. The feminine has said, I've had enough. She's moving on. And, again, judgment. Judgment has been passed in this situation. But again, judgment in reversed. So he's really not wanting her to make that judgment call and move forward. He's really not, but she has. And it looks like to me like she already has walked away. Because she sees there's nothing to be gained in this situation with him in the Knight of Wands energy. The Judgment card is very much also about spirit being present in this card. As you can see, it's her spiritual self rising. He is not heeding the spiritual call. So that's why, this, again, there's so many meetings within tarot. This is her making the judgment call to move away, but this is also him not making the proper judgment to ascend, to level up, to listen to his intuition, to spirit. He's choosing to stay stuck. So now we're going to finish off the tarot portion of this reading with the After Tarot, which is kind of a neat deck. It's based on the Rider-Waite style. However, it is as if it would happen a few moments after. That's why it's called After Tarot. So it's taking place a few minutes after the original Rider-Waite version of the card. So let's go ahead and get a few more cards here, Spirit, for this reading today. For my twin flames. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about my twin flames. See? Overall energy, the Hermit in reversed. So the feminine has been in hermit mode for, it seems, for a very, very long time. She is ready to move on out of there. She is feeling herself in that Queen of Wands energy. She wants to be, she's feeling sexy and confident. She wants to explore her options now. She wants to get out of her cave and she wants to be appreciated. We're seeing the, strength card. We're seeing the strength card because strength card is needed right now. She's needing to pull all her strength to do this. She doesn't want to leave her masculine. She's very, very disappointed by this situation. It's taking everything within her to walk away. But she knows in her heart it is the best thing to do because there is no winning with this masculine. It's just, as soon as she's around him, she just feels completely, she feels caged, just like we saw that caged elephant. Because of his toxic energy, he is not in a right mindset to allow her to move forward. He really only wants to control her and, is appearing very much in this manipulative, controlling, pull wool over our eyes, and continue doing the same crap behavior that he's been doing. But he wants to come in, and be like, oh, look, don't worry, I can take care of you. I'm gonna rescue you from your life. Don't worry, I'm good. I got you. But no. Spirit is asking you to call judgment on Judgment appearing twice. This is confirmation. Judgment is also a card of like makeup or breakup. Like, are we going to reconcile or are we going to break up? That's kind of the Judgment card. Judgment is here. Spirit is here overlooking this situation, speaking to both twins. If you can see in this card again, this is after tarot. So we see, this is interesting because I've actually never looked at this version here, but usually they're not dead. So again, this is just confirmation to me that this relationship is over for now. The feminine is fed up. She's had it. She's moving forward. She's calling judgment. She's got spirit on her side, guiding her. She's going very much on her faith at this point, and she's finding everything in her strength to move forward. All right, so now we're gonna go to, I've got about 15 minutes left on this reading. I'm trying to do my best here to move on forward. So we are gonna do the juicy portion of the read. Should I do that now? Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna pull from the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine deck a few cards to see what we get for each twin, just to support the energy that we've been talking about here. So, the feminine's moving forward. She's not going to be fooled this time. She's not going to be fooled this time. She's moving forward. She's calling judgment. She's saying he's showing up again in the same energy, just unable to, where did we see that? Just a mess. Look at this. Oh my God. Who do you think this looks like too? Hilarious. Look at him. He looks rough. He looks like he's not taking care of himself. He's drinking. He might have called her inebriated. He might have, just totally turned her off again. Like, she's just so disappointed that he's continues to have such disrespect and not approach her. But again, the reason he is fighting with his ego right now. He is really fighting with his ego. Spirit is there trying to lead the way for him. He's refusing to heed the call and instead is just, choosing to distract himself and continue to be in this Knight of Wands energy. So, okay, give me some cards, Spirit, for the Divine Feminine. Let's see where she's at right now. Give me some cards to show me where the Divine Feminine is at. I can tell she's walked away. I can tell she's tired of being in heartbreak mode. Yeah, like I was saying, she's receptive. She wants to move forward. She wants to have new opportunities. She feels like she's freed herself. See how free she feels? Like she's just liberated herself. She's at peace with it. She's pissed off, but I still feel this unconditional love with that Two of Cups. Like but she's just receptive to new. Where I think she was stuck for a very long time, just waiting for the masculine. She's very much listening to her intuition right now. She's letting Spirit guide her forward, even though but again, see, the Divine Masculine, she's very much tempted by his energy. She can't, it's like, he's so good looking. Look at this. Like, he just turns her on so much. And I think that's why we see her in the Wands energy. She's very much in this sexy energy right now, and he knows that. And so, feminines, be careful, because he might try to really approach you with, I don't know if he's, wearing the sexy cologne, or, he shows up with the flowers, or, he's going to try to capitalize on that energy. So be leery of that. Also, Spirit, we see Spirit Baby here. So, again, feminines, be careful if you are going to be in contact with your masculine. The passion is intense. If you do, you could end up getting pregnant if you're, it's a very fertile time. So be mindful of that. Ideally, if he was, in a good place, this could produce potentially a spirit baby, a baby that has come to this planet for the greater good of humanity. However, I mean, that is kind of one of the goals of the twin flames, if they can come together in physical union. I mean, a lot of twin flames, the purpose is to move forward with your soul purpose. Sometimes it is to produce children. In this case, you know, the child that would be produced here could be, you know, of a higher calling, if it was, you know, if the masculine was doing well. So again, that could be on his mind. You know, he's definitely on your mind, feminine. But you're receptive. And like I said, in this card, I really see that she's liberated herself. She's not angry. She's not holding on to necessarily terrible energy for him anymore, but she's moving on to new energy. She's open to other things. See, she's rising like a phoenix from the ashes. She is tired of being in this energy. She's like, no, I am rising no matter what. I'm going to get my 10 of Cups with or without my masculine, and I am not putting up with any more of his nonsense. And, you know, again, I love this card. Look how fierce she looks. Like, she's just, again, with the crows and the birds, a lot of you, and with the phoenix, a lot of you could have been experienced, you know, a Kundalini rising when you met your twin flame, a creativity, a spark in creativity. You could have discovered some of your spiritual gifts. So we see that she's very much gonna rise regardless. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull a couple cards for the masculine and see where he's at. Oh, that's a lot, Spirit. Let's see. Yeah, solitude. We saw that with the Four of Swords. Again, that's a card about solitude, about healing, spending time by yourself, reflecting, deep reflection, spirituality. He is, and I love that because we saw the Judgment twice. We saw the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords can be a very spiritual card because you're alone with yourself, like I mentioned, shadow work. You know, you're connecting with spirit in your Four of Swords. So this masculine is realizing, like, whoa, like spirituality is real. This twin flame journey could be real, you know, but he's coward. He's cowardice. Like, he knows the truth, but he continues to do the same behavior in the Nine of Wands. It's like he just goes back. It's like a broken record, like a tape that just goes on a loop. Like, he's just continuing to go through on a loop. No courage, afraid to tell the truth, afraid to do the right thing. Like, he continues to be on the same path. But again, beginnings are here, and it is an opportunity for a new beginning for him. There has been a closing of the cycle because of the feminine choosing to not repeat the cycle. It inevitably has closed the cycle. So the masculine has a new beginning, whether he likes it or not. But the question is will it be a beginning with the feminine? I think for a lot of you, it will not at this time. It will have to be a beginning on his own. This could be the beginning of his spiritual journey, of his spiritual awakening for the masculine. So, but again, you know, and he's like, what do you mean? Like, get very much ego off this card. Like, just like, well, what? Like, he'll do stuff and be, what do you mean? Me? Like he'll, you know, he'll come in and maybe he's, you know, he incorporated a third party, or maybe he cheated, or maybe he lied, or, you know, and when you catch him and you bring it up, you know, it's like, well, what? Like, he's still in this refusal of accountability, I guess is what I want to say. He's not taking accountability for his actions. He's continuing to repeat the same patterns. All right, so in the last few minutes of this reading, we're going to get a little bit juicy, and we're going to close the reading with a message from the universe for the collective. So again, I love that the middle energy I'm seeing is this, you know, I love how spirit talks to me. And again, what's coming out to me is very much the feminine is like, okay, bye. I'm the shit. So whatever, I'm going to be successful no matter what. And he's just like, well, what do you mean? Stop. What are you doing? I didn't do anything. So, you know, and look, she's turned away, you know, his hands are in front of him. Her hands are spread out, wide out. He's almost like protecting himself with his hands. Okay, so again, spying is happening. We saw that. Major growth is happening here, whether the masculine likes it or not, because if the feminine, you know, walks away, then she will inevitably cause change within his life, because he will be so miserable with this energy. I mean, he will not be able to get her off his mind. He will have to make changes. And she's realizing now that she just can't be around for the changes. She has to move forward. So let's get some more cards. Spirit, give me some cards about this. This is from my homemade deck. See what we get for this reading, Spirit. What do we get? Any more messages? We have say something. So again, I think this is very much the feminine, both the twins, you know, the feminine, because right now I feel there is no communication happening. They're both holding out and holding back, and they both want the other to communicate desperately. But neither of them are communicating at this point. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else for this reading? Ooh, that might be too many. That's too many, but I'm going to take this one here. Yeah, see, the end. This cycle has ended. The feminine is fed up. She knows her worth. She knows how sexy she is. She knows how successful she is. And she says, I'm going to go out and I will make my 10 of Cups and get my happiness regardless. So again, just a few more. Okay. Good choice. So Spirit is affirming here that it's a good choice for the feminine to move forward and let this cycle go, because he's refusing to change. Again, we're seeing his energy. Don't go. He desperately feels her energetically disconnecting. He does not want her to go. He's desperate for her to stay. However, now there's a great distance between you. Some of you may actually be at a physical distance from each other, or this could just be an emotional distance, but there is great distance between the twins right now at this time. Sexual healing, again, yes, very much this energy. I'd have to look at the placements of the planets and everything and see where Venus is. I think it's probably around, you know, something's going on, because the sexual energy in the air is, you know, we did see Spirit Baby. It's intense. You know, a lot of you could be very fertile at this time. I'm telling you, you know, be careful. You could get pregnant if you're having adventures out there. So just be cautious. But he wants to, you know, he's got his feminine on his mind. He just really wants her at this time. And, you know, let's be honest, the feminine really wants him too. But the difference is she's not caving to this energy. She won't be caving to the snake here. But again, ladies, you're looking hot. You're looking sexy. A lot of men are going to be wanting you at this time. All the divine feminines are so beautiful and alluring. So, you know, you're in your energy. You're feeling yourself. Again, with this Queen of Wands, just be careful. Be mindful. The Queen of Wands in reverse can be kind of sassy with her mouth. So watch the way you speak. Watch what you're saying. You know, she could come off as being very intimidating to men. So just try to be mindful of that. Yes, you guys are gorgeous. You know, speak your mind. All of that. Just be careful that sometimes you can come off as quite intimidating. So keep that in mind, ladies. So again, a few more cards here before we end this read. Let's see what we get from the What's the Tea, Spirit. What do we get here? An offer. So yes, I've seen this card also. The Ace, to me, this is like the Ace of Cups. We've seen that card come out repetitively in the last few weeks. The masculine has either made an offer already, or will be approaching with an offer, or he is really thinking about it and he's got it heavy on his mind. Really wanting, but again, this could be offers from other suitors. It's a glass of wine, ladies. I associate wine with getting, you know, feeling good, getting sexy. So this could be an offer to go out with friends. You could be getting lots of offers at this time from different masculines, not just this one. So again, a few more cards from the What's the Tea here, Spirit. What is the tea here on this twin flame collective? What do we have? Bottom of the deck, see, running. So again, this is so funny because the masculine was the one running for so long, and this is, I love that she's a female in this card. She is running away. It is the feminine's turn. The tables have turned. She is running away from this masculine as fast as she can, because she is seeing that he's still toxic. He is still in the same patterns. He's still in his ego, you know. So again, fake smiles. You know, fake smiles here. I think this is for the masculine. I think, again, I mean, I can't help but see the resemblance. I think he's putting on a lot of a fake persona to the world, that everything's good, he's happy, he's good. Meanwhile, he's not. He's very miserable. You know, girl fight, arguments, physical fight at work, competing. Exactly. He put you in a third party situation because he wanted you to compete for him. And the minute you did not do that, you walked right the other way. But this is what he wanted. Again, because this masculine is ego-based. He's very, very insecure. So he loves the attention that can come from third parties and feeling like people are competing for his attention. And this is why this ended. Again, also because he is a master ghoster. He is a terrible communicator and has not communicated properly to this feminine throughout this whole journey up to now. Even recently, he might have come in. There might have been some sort of reconciliation. And again, he pulled his ghosting act again, because this is part of his manipulation tactics. This masculine is very much in his ego. He's manipulative. You know, look at the fake mask. I can't help but see. Look at the mask in both the cards. You know, this is what he's done for a long time. This has been his strategy. But again, he's reflecting deeply on this. He is very much reflecting on what he's done and how he's ruined this connection, and, you know, how he's done all the damage. Like, he really has broken his own heart in this situation. So he's very much reflecting. He knows what he's done, but he's still stuck in this pattern from what I can see. And you have figured it out and you've walked away. And it could be for the final time, could be definitely for this period of time, and this cycle has ended. I feel like the feminine is wanting to move forward now to other options. She's opening herself up finally to other options, and did not for a long time. Camera, see? Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. He's very much spying. He's looking at old pictures of you. He's reminiscing. He's having trouble letting go of this connection. And we see the snake, like we see at the beginning, the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. This masculine is very much in his sexual energy. He loves to triangulate. He loves to bring in third parties. He loves to have many options. We saw that in the Knight of Wands twice that came out. And this is why the feminine is, you know, very much fed up and has had enough. But this is why we saw this card. The spirit is wanting this feminine to be very much on guard for this. This masculine is still on this energy. Do not be tempted, ladies, as sexy as this masculine can appear. You know, heartbroken. He will only bring heartbreak into your life because of keys on a ring, because of options, making you an option. This is how he feeds his ego. But again, be lighthearted. Spirit is here wanting you to fly away from this situation. Remember who you are. Keep your beautiful energy. Do not hold on to anger. Be forgiving. Leave it in peace, but move forward. And again, girl talk, bottom of the deck. Spirit is very much wanting you to spend time with your girlfriends, your friends. Reach out to your friends right now. You know, go and do fun things to keep that lighthearted energy and to feel happy. Go on a date with someone else. Consider dating. Get yourself out there. You know, because kisses await. We see there's a very much sexual energy in this. You know, passion is there. This is a time of passion right now. So Spirit is wanting the feminine to be open-minded and to look at her options as well and to move past this, because I have very much a feeling that this feminine is due and set to have happiness with another masculine at this point. Maybe just a soulmate. But she's sexy. And Spirit wants her to move forward. So we're going to finish this reading now with one more card for some advice from Spirit. We're going to pull an oracle from the Sacred Journey Oracle, and we're going to see what the closing message is for the twins here today. So what is the closing message, Spirit, for my twins? What is the closing message today, Spirit, for my twins? And we have, okay, trust there's a divine plan. You stand discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So again, trust that all of this is unfolding the way it's supposed to. You know, even if you are not sure of the way, you know, desert passage, again, things are very dry, and you stand in the light of truth. Stand in your truth. And that's it for me for today. Wishing you all an amazing day, and I will check in a few days with you. All right. Bye.